Alright guys, what's going on? My name is Daniel Cross, and today I want to talk to you guys about Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and I wanted to give you guys a really good look at the actual sniper rifle class setup. This is the Moors sniper rifle. I will address some of the other sniper rifles and go over those with you real quickly. First off, the Moors is probably the best sniper rifle within the game as far as quickscoping, trick shotting, and things like that go. This is going to be your go-to gun. I'm going to run through the other sniper rifles real quick, that way you get a good idea of what they are and why I'm going to skip over them. The Lynx is not a good weapon. It is a two-shot kill sniper rifle, so think of it similar to a Dragunov. Although it supposedly should be a one-shot kill, it's not. Keep in mind, it's one of those weapons that you'll probably want to avoid. The next thing is the NA-45. This is pretty unique. It's kind of new. It has a weapon capacity of 2 shots. It is a 2-shot kill, 1 shot to the headshot. Obviously, almost any sniper is a one-shot headshot. This is really unique because you shoot it once and you tag a target. You shoot near that target or hit them again, they explode. So the first thing is like basically a tag round. It's just a grenade or something similar. It has a pretty big blast radius. It's kind of unique, something that you'll see in montage clips, maybe rarely. If you get a quad feed with this, I will probably be kind of impressed, and it would be pretty cool to see actually. The next thing is the Atlas 20mm. This is basically the version of the Barrett 50 caliber. It is an effective sniper rifle. You can use the class setup that I'm going to show you that I use with the Moors with this. It'll work fine. It's an okay weapon if you put extended mags on it, so kind of be careful with it. It is hard to use because it is very bulky. It slows you down like the Barrett 50 cal in Modern Warfare 3, so keeping that in mind. It also blocks about 90% of your screen, so it's probably not very practical. Getting back to something that is actually perfect and great in every single way is the Moors sniper rifle. The Moors sniper rifle is a little unique. You don't have extended mags in this game anymore. It is a railgun. You literally load in around every single time, similar to any other bolt action, but you don't have a clip, so there is no extended mags. Now, when we go over the attachments, we can use whatever you want, whatever you feel like, it's fine. You don't really need to worry about it in this game. When it comes to sniping, use what you feel comfortable. The ACOG scope, variable zoom, thermal scope, all of those are possible. You can use those without affecting your actual sniper rifle class. If you want to, put the ballistic CPU on there, because honestly, in this game, you will be spending time scoping in. I've said in past games, ballistic CPU is pointless if you are quick scoping, because essentially, you're not spending a lot of time in the scope. In this game, there is sway on the sniper rifle, so you're going to need to actually try to counter that. Putting the ballistic CPU on your gun is perfectly good. It's probably the best perk or the actual best attachment in this game. The only one that actually helps sniping. The others are pretty pointless. The microphone, allows to see if people are using suppressors. Iron sights, completely good option. I honestly like them in this game. There is a little bit of aim assist with them. Keep that in mind a little bit more. It feels a little bit more aggressive. When you're getting into gunfights, I would recommend iron sights up close, because honestly, it's something that allows you to see what's going on around you. You don't have a scope blocking in you. You don't have tunnel vision. So if you are going to run iron sights, be my guest. Go ahead and throw that on there. But outside of it, what I use is I just throw the ballistic CPU on and call it good. That's fine. There's nothing else wrong with that. It allows you to use sway. And getting into the perks, perks are something that's kind of unique as well. You have lightweight, low profile, flak jacket, overcharge, and danger close. All of these are pretty pointless, depending on what game mode you put on. I put lightweight on because I like to move around the map quick. I like to be aggressive. I like to get in people's face. It's just something that works for me, and it works quite well. If you go over to flak jacket, I would honestly put this on if you run into momentum, which is war, or if you play hardpoint. There's a lot of explosions, a lot of people being aggressive, so go ahead and put that on there if you're interested. Those are probably the only things that are going to benefit you in Tier 1. If you want to hide from UAVs, low profile is your way to go. Fast hands, this is for all you trick shotters out there. This is something that you're going to want. Reload while sprinting, swap weapons, use exo abilities, and use exo launcher faster. This is probably the best perk within Tier 2 as far as sniping goes. Reloading faster, since you're using a bolt action sniper that you don't technically reload, you just put another round in. It's really kind of pointless. It cancels itself out. Gung Ho is probably your next go-to perk if you're interested in this. It allows you to fire while you're sprinting and sliding. The only thing you guys should know about this is your animation is weird. Your character walks around with his gun attached to his hip, kind of, ready like no-scope people. And it's kind of awkward because when you're sprinting and running, he holds it that way. It doesn't look very good, but it is capable and allows you to kind of pull that gun ready a little bit quicker if you are sprinting and going through that animation. It's probably a little bit quicker, maybe like a fraction of a second quicker, so it's not necessary, but if you want to, go ahead and put that on there. I chose fast hands. I feel a lot of you guys are going to use it. perk 3 for tier 3. These are your most valuable perks in this entire game when it comes to sniping. Toughness, flinch less when shot. This is as big as it gets, most important thing possible. People are going to be jumping around, they're going to be shooting you. You're going to want to run toughness. Toughness is huge in this game. When it comes to something else, this is even more important, and I'm going to go over it real quick. Blast suppressor. I use a wild card on tier 3 to put on blast suppressor. This will save you more often than not. This is almost better than like quick draw and other Call of Duties. It's right up there. It allows you to be invisible on the minimap when you're using your EXO abilities. So anytime you're in a game and you're jumping around on a rooftop, you dash, you sprint, you do whatever, you move an inch with your EXO, you become a dot on the radar. You don't want that. That is very bad for you. It tells people where you are, and they will come and get you. Seriously, it's really quick. They will EXO their little ass over there and shoot you in the face. You don't want that. You want to use the blast suppressor to hide yourself. So this is basically the core setup for sniping. This is what you're going to want. At least this is the best one that you're going to get. Optics are completely changeable. Knock yourself out, do whatever you want. Kill streaks, still same thing. Do whatever you want there. It's completely fine to customize that. It's not going to affect your sniping whatsoever. One thing I will go over is EXO ping. This is probably the most beneficial EXO ability in terms of sniping. You can use stim if you want to be like a juggernaut temporarily, but honestly that really doesn't work out very well with sniping. I'm kind of against it. It's not a good thing. EXO ping actually has a good thing for you. It shows enemy movement and weapons fire in your HUD, so it will literally light up the enemies like a Christmas tree. Basically puts a red outline around their body. You can see them through walls. This only lasts for about 5 to 10 seconds, so make it count. Imagine you're in a situation where you get 2 or 3 kills and you're looking for that last or final few people to kill. You pop this perk, it only lasts for a little bit, and you can see someone through a doorway. You know that they're going to come in through there. So it's going to allow you to prepare, try to get that quad feed, and go on to another clip. This is probably the only one that's beneficial to you. If you guys want to, for montage classes, you can put grenades on. It really doesn't make a difference. The tracking drone can find targets for you. It flies around and lights them up. Same thing that I said before. The spike drone as well. Is basically the new throwing knife. The cool thing about this, though, is if you shoot it, you can press a button and bring it right back. So keep that in mind. You can go on clips with that as well. Your secondary, honestly, I like either one of these 3. They're all pretty much whatever it is. It's a secondary weapon. You can rely on it in a gunfight too, to be honest. When people are in your face and they're being aggressive and they're jumping around and you're too busy zooming into your scope, you're going to die. So when people are jumping, try to jump away from them and switch to a secondary if you need to. It's easier to track them. It's easier to get those kills and kind of push forward in the map, capture a point, or at least continue that clip. Secondaries, you know, they're your last resort. People are going to kill you really quickly, so I really doubt you're even going to be able to pull this weapon out. But it's just there to have it. Especially goes well with fast hands, allowing you to switch and swap like that. So this class is probably good for trick shotting. It's really good for quickscoping. It's what I've been using, and I've enjoyed it thoroughly. Now, if you want to, you can switch to the Atlas 20mm if you're interested. The weapons that I don't actually have these unlocked yet, but I played around with bots with it. I put extended mags on because it goes from 4 rounds to 6 rounds. That is basically the biggest benefit. You can also tack a ballistic CPU on there as well. Again, it's the only thing that really benefits sniper rifles. It's your go-to gun. It's something that you will probably want with you. But this is basically what it is for Advanced Warfare. It's a really simple sniper class setup. It's not going to change much. You can put a couple different perks on there if you're interested. You can also run overclocked. Well, not overclocked, but you can run greed and put on other perks if you're interested. It's really up to you, but this is what I use, and I would recommend probably using it yourself, at least for the first few days, first few weeks, and kind of go from there and make adjustments accordingly. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned a lot, and if you did, please go ahead and leave that like button. I will honestly appreciate all the support that I can get through Advanced Warfare. It helps grow my channel tremendously, and I thank you guys for being a part of that as well. I have a link in the description that has all my Advanced Warfare gameplay that you can go check out if you missed it. I will have a lot of content in there, such as sniper montages, how to quickscope, you know, the class setup that I'm doing here, and just a bunch more of gameplay and kind of give you guys some tips and tricks. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, guys, take care.
tonight.